Something's shifting beneath the surface, and it won't stay hidden much longer. You sense it in your spirit, that nudge telling you to stay alert. Every prayer, every tear, every hope you whisper in the dark is lining up for a colossal payout. Get ready. It's the strongest signal your heart keeps sending because you're about to receive an inheritance, a life upgrade, a wish granted beyond what you dared to imagine. Right now, prepare to watch at least 12 minutes to confirm you're truly open. Go ahead, like this message, subscribe, then comment 77 to show the universe you're ready, and finally type ready for what's next in your own words. That small move triggers immediate benefits in a new season of transformation. Chapter 1. You battled on while longing for a breakthrough. You walk through your days carrying the weight of promises that hadn't yet come true. Maybe you were up at night, searching job boards, praying for a sign, or replaying every scenario in your mind. Deep inside, an ache reminded you that you were made for more, but external proof was scarce. It felt like life was testing your belief in God's plan. Each unanswered prayer a chance for your faith to crumble. Yet somehow you persevered, propelled by an unshakable sense of destiny that refused to fade. Chosen ones often endure seasons of dryness, forced to cultivate resilience in deserts where no resource is visible. Relatives doubted your direction, co-workers mocked your optimism. Where friends saw your struggles and assumed you'd never break free, you couldn't wholly blame them either, because reality hadn't shifted. The bills kept coming, the heartbreaks repeated, the doorways you tried all seemed locked. At times you thought, did I misunderstand my calling? Should I settle for less? But each time you considered giving up, you felt a small flicker, a whisper in your spirit, that this slow grind was temporary. The strangest part was how you sometimes caught glimpses of good things. A random stroke of luck or a friend's sudden success would stir your hope. If it could happen to them, why not me? Yet the bitterness of watching others thrive tempted you to resent your own waiting. But you realized that chosen ones' stories rarely unfold like everybody else's. Our timing is orchestrated by a higher plan that ensures the glory goes back to God. That alone gave you the patience to keep forging ahead, even as exhaustion threatened. In these moments, you learned something crucial. The heartbreaks and waits were not wasted. They refined your trust, tested your loyalty to your path. If blessings had arrived effortlessly, you might have skimmed the surface of your life's purpose without plumbing its depths. The struggle forced you to know yourself, to identify talents you overlooked, to confront weaknesses you tried to ignore. All this is the hidden scaffolding for the inheritance soon to be revealed. Still, the tension mounted. I've done everything right, so why the delay? But your spirit recognized a shift in the atmosphere. Subtle encouragements began showing up, a chance encounter, a timely motivational clip, or an unexpected compliment that aligned perfectly with your dormant dreams. You realized these were signs that the universe was aligning circumstances. The waiting wasn't punishment, it was alignment, ensuring that when your blessings arrived, they'd fit your life seamlessly. So you stood poised in that delicate space between longing and fulfillment. You tasted sorrow, but also glimpsed the magnitude of grace. Each day you overcame cynicism was a victory of faith over the easy route of despair. And it's there, at the cusp of readiness, that your heart grew certain. The moment you'd been yearning for, an inheritance, a life upgrade, a wish realized, would burst into your reality. Not a minute early, not a minute late. The stage was set for an event so transformative that skeptics would choke on their old assumptions. And you would realize that every tear was fuel for the unstoppable wave of favor about to break. Chapter 2. You're meant to inherit more than material things. You might be envisioning a sudden windfall, maybe actual money or property that changes your circumstances overnight. While that's certainly possible, your future blessing extends beyond the realm of cash or assets. God's inheritance for you also includes spiritual authority, emotional healing, and divine connections that elevate your life's purpose. Sure, finances are part of it, but it's the intangible gifts that truly redefine your world. Think back to your childhood dreams, to the moments you felt unstoppable. Those pulses were harbingers of a deeper inheritance. Yes, you always sensed you were meant to live more expansively than your surroundings suggested. You craved adventure, influence, or even just peace in a chaotic environment. But society and sometimes your own family conditioned you to think small, to keep your head down. That programming stifled you, overshadowing the deeper calling that was your birthright. A year, a few months, or maybe just weeks from now, you'll see your everyday reality flood with experiences that break old ceilings, reconciled relationships, a clarifying sense of mission, or sudden open doors in areas where you struggled for years. These aren't random streaks of luck. They're pieces of a grand design. Your inheritance may manifest. Look at people in Scripture who received more than gold. They were granted leadership, miraculous power, wisdom, or restoration. Likewise, your forthcoming inheritance might bring an outpouring of spiritual gifts or a resolution to a generational cycle of lack. But you must position your heart to receive this with humility and readiness. If material gain arises, guard against letting it overshadow the spiritual. Money can ease burdens, but alone, it won't fill the deeper thirst in your soul. By contrast, a robust spiritual inheritance, peace that defies logic, creativity unchained, a purposeful calling, can transform your entire approach to daily living. It's like stepping into a dimension where your mere presence shifts atmospheres because you're channeling blessings bigger than you. Skeptics might reduce your experiences to New Age talk or coincidence. Pay no mind. Their disbelief doesn't cancel out your reality. Once you experience the synergy of external upgrades and internal expansions, no one can cast doubt on what you know in your spirit to be true. And, chosen ones, your narrative carries a ripple effect. As others witness your evolution, they find permission to explore their own potential. That's how your inheritance multiplies, traveling beyond your personal bubble into broader communities. Additionally, prepare for an identity shift. You are stepping from the ranks of the overworked, overshadowed dreamer into the role of a liberated visionary. This transition isn't always smooth. Some around you might resent the changes, fear you'll outgrow them, or label you unrecognizable. That's their journey. Your job is to stand firm, secure in the knowledge that you're not losing yourself. You're discovering facets of you that were always meant to come alive. Being anchored in prayer, journaling your insights, or even seeking trusted mentorship can help you stay grounded amid these rapid upgrades. So reframe your definition of inheritance. Yes, it might include sudden financial relief or tangible rewards, but it's also the unseen leaps in self-confidence, the newfound capacity to love deeply, the clarity that blasts through your confusion, or the strategic alliances that catapult you forward. In totality, these blessings form a mosaic of abundance that dwarfs any single windfall. Embrace it all and watch how everything in your life pivots toward destiny. Chapter 3. You must discern between genuine support and hidden motives. As your path accelerates, you'll notice certain individuals flock to you. Some are genuinely inspired, wanting to celebrate your breakthroughs, but others may sense opportunity, desiring to hitch themselves to your rising star purely for personal gain. Chosen ones often attract these polarizing reactions: admiration from kindred spirits and cunning interest from those with hidden agendas. Your next move: sharpen your discernment to separate helpful allies from potential parasites. At first, it might feel wonderful to have so many newcomers intrigued by your progress. After all, you spent so long yearning for recognition or camaraderie. But remember how you once felt: overshadowed and exploited, wondering if your kindness was taken for weakness. This new season demands that you preserve the authenticity that got you here. If you let unscrupulous people attach themselves to your blessings, they'll drain the goodness and create chaos. One red flag is when someone's interest in your success dwarfs any concern for your well-being. They pepper you with questions about money or connections, but never show empathy toward your emotional state or the struggles you overcame. Another sign: they appear only after you've gained momentum. Where were they when you were in the trenches? Perhaps they turned a blind eye to your needs before, but now clamor for your attention. Guard your heart. Such folks rarely bring value to your life. They hitch a ride and jump ship when it's inconvenient. That said, not everyone is out to exploit you. Some hold sincere admiration or yearn to learn from your story. Your role is to consult the Holy Spirit or your deep intuition to differentiate genuine interest from cunning flattery. Ask straightforward questions about what they bring to the relationship. Are they supportive, consistent, and respectful of your boundaries? Do they mirror your values of reciprocity? Or do they simply want a free pass into circles they couldn't access otherwise? Also, keep in mind that your existing relationships may shift. A friend who was cool with you before might feel threatened now that you're ascending. They might become passive-aggressive or ironically supportive, as though they're waiting for you to stumble. Facing such changes can be disheartening, but it's a natural phase of leveling up. Not everyone is equipped to handle your expansion. If you see repeated patterns of sabotage or negativity, it's probably time to create distance. Doing so might sting initially, but you'll be safeguarding your fragile new blessings from spiritual contamination. Meanwhile, real supporters do more than cheer. They step in with solutions, offer resources, and challenge you to keep growing. They're not intimidated by your success. Instead, they see it as mutual uplift. With them, synergy flows without pretense or forced niceness. These are your kindred partners on the journey. Nurture these bonds with sincerity and gratitude, knowing that God places them in your path as pillars to help you stand tall. In short, the inheritance, life upgrade, or wish come true is only half the story. The other half is protecting what you've received by being wise about who stands close. Don't let desperation for companionship overshadow the caution needed in this transitional period. You're stepping onto a bigger stage, and not everyone in the audience is a genuine supporter. Faith, intuition, and a no-nonsense look at people's track records will help you weed out hidden motives and stay anchored among those who truly champion your rise. Chapter 4. You're encouraged to reignite old dreams. You let go of certain dreams, be it writing a book, launching a nonprofit, or traveling the world, because life got complicated. Bills demanded attention. Heartbreaks strained your zest. Cynics poured cold water on your enthusiasm. After a while, you convince yourself those aspirations were youthful fantasies. Yet deep inside, they still flicker, reminding you that your spirit yearns for more. Now, as your season of elevation dawns, it's time to dust off those dormant visions. Consider how a seed remains viable even after years of dormancy. Under the right conditions, moisture, warmth, sunlight, it sprouts unstoppable. Your old dreams operate similarly. They may appear dead, but with the right conditions, like the fresh wave of spiritual energy approaching your life, they can revive with astonishing force. This is the moment to revisit that blueprint tucked away in a drawer or that half-finished painting in your closet. The shift in your environment isn't random. It's God's green light to press forward with those heartfelt projects. Often the barrier isn't raw talent, but the limiting beliefs that formed when circumstances were tough. Maybe you tried once and failed, concluding you lacked what it took. Or perhaps nobody in your circle validated your dream, leaving you isolated. But your future inheritance includes intangible gifts like boldness, clarity, and second chances. If you sense the nudge to resurrect an idea, it's because heaven stands ready to supply the resources, connections, and emotional resilience you previously lacked. Approach these resurrected dreams systematically. Start small if you must. If you yearn to write, open a document today and commit to 100 words. If you want to adopt a healthier lifestyle, begin with short daily exercises. Even a tiny step signals to the universe that you're serious this time. Momentum is key. Each action fans the embers of passion that once seemed extinguished. Before long, you'll see sparks turning into flames, fueling a creativity you thought was lost forever. An unspoken benefit of reviving old dreams is the healing it brings. Parts of you that felt ignored, your inner child, your creative spirit, or your sense of wonder, awaken once you feed them attention. No longer do you carry the resentment of, "I never got my chance," because now you're actually giving yourself that chance. This self-honoring step propels you into a more vibrant existence, where each day resonates with meaning. You'll likely find that your new blessings, financially or socially, fit neatly into these revived pursuits, supporting them in ways you hadn't anticipated. Yes, doubts may echo. Am I too old? Did I miss the boat? But chosen ones don't abide by typical timelines. You're entering a realm where time compresses and expansions happen rapidly. That intense window of growth allows you to accomplish in months what once would have taken years. The universe loves a comeback story, especially one that testifies to the resiliency of the human spirit under divine guidance. So reclaim what you set aside. Transform regrets into action and integrate these dreams into the emerging tapestry of your life. This synergy between the new blessings and old aspirations forms a potent combination, propelling you beyond any previous notion of success. Chapter 5. You must adopt a forward-focused mindset for sustained growth. Even after you've received an inheritance or seen a long-held dream come true, backsliding is possible. Dwelling on past hardships or fearing new setbacks can sabotage your blessing. That's why a forward-focused mindset is crucial. View your inheritance not as a one-time moment, but as the launch pad for continual upgrade. Chosen ones aren't called to stop at their first victory. They're invited to climb even higher. When the glow of success starts to fade, daily discipline must take over. Comfort can dull the drive that propelled you here. This is where a forward-focused approach excels. Set fresh targets, refine your vision, and challenge yourself to pursue ongoing expansion. Scoring one win doesn't mean you've arrived. It means you're better positioned to conquer the next level. Also, be ready for new lessons. Promotion or sudden abundance often ushers in new complexities, managing greater responsibilities or enduring increased scrutiny. Expect challenges to re-emerge in more advanced forms, deeper conflicts, trickier investments, tougher schedules. View them not as calamities but as higher-level training to expand your capacity. The universe ensures continued growth so your character keeps pace with your destiny. Seek out people who embody forward momentum. Negative or complacent voices can drag you back into old emotional states. Instead, connect with mentors and groups focused on progress and spiritual growth. Their insights inspire you to avoid post-victory stagnation. Fresh perspectives ignite your vision, ensuring you don't linger on past achievements. At the same time, let gratitude anchor you. Each new day's promise shows that God still guides you. This blend of thankfulness and ambition forms a powerful emotional foundation. You're content yet unafraid to aim higher, celebrating current blessings while longing for the fuller promise ahead. Gratitude keeps you humble. Ambition keeps you scanning the horizon for your next leap of faith. Finally, remain diligent in your spiritual practices. Ceasing prayer or meditation just because you're riding high invites spiritual drought. In truth, the bigger your success, the more you need divine covering against negativity or envy. Staying forward-focused also shifts your radar toward new kingdom assignments and personal mastery, keeping your walk meaningful. This practice protects you from self-sabotage, prepares you for advanced callings, and positions you to handle subsequent blessings with wisdom. By committing to forward-focused living, you continuously cement your capacity to receive, steward, and celebrate every good thing, both now and in the future. Chapter 6. You're empowered to inspire others with your rapid turnaround. Your journey isn't just about you. The moment you step into unexpected blessings, a sudden inheritance, a life upgrade, or a long-awaited dream fulfilled, your story becomes a beacon to those who saw your struggles firsthand. They recall your near defeats and silent prayers that seemed unanswered. Now, watching your rapid rise, they wonder if the same breakthrough is possible for them. Chosen ones bear the privilege and responsibility of example. Your swift transformation sends a clear message. No matter how bleak life appears, the tide can turn dramatically through divine timing. So share your darkest chapters, nights of near surrender, the heartbreaks that almost broke you, the rejections you endured. People need to hear the raw details, not just the triumphant finale. When they see how someone battered by hardship found healing and soared, they recognize their own challenges might be stepping stones rather than dead ends. As you offer inspiration, guard against burnout. It's noble to pour your heart into others, but not at the expense of your well-being. Keep healthy boundaries. Honor your need for solitude, Maintain relationships that nourish you and stay anchored in prayer or reflection. Not everyone seeking your story wants genuine growth. Some may cling for validation or personal gain. You're not their ultimate savior. God is. Use discernment in what you reveal. While transparency fosters trust, the world has opportunists who might twist your experiences for self-serving ends. By striking a balance between honesty and prudence, you protect the sacredness of your breakthroughs. In spiritual matters, secrecy often aligns with safety. Expect moments of imposter syndrome when others elevate you. Remind them and yourself that you're still evolving. A humble spirit keeps your newfound status from breeding arrogance. Staying real about your ongoing learning curve preserves authenticity and deepens your impact on those seeking hope. Your inheritance or upgrade thus transcends mere personal achievement. It becomes a lighthouse for souls adrift. Rather than isolating in success, integrate it into a broader mission to ignite possibility in others. Let your unstoppable journey resonate with those who feel discouraged, prompting them to revisit their own dreams and reconnect with the God who orchestrates the impossible. By doing so, you infuse each chapter of your life with renewed purpose, forging a testimony that reaches beyond you, proving that darkness never has the final word. No dream lies forever out of reach, and no prophecy fails when divinely appointed. Chapter 7. You are standing at the threshold of a new reality. Embrace it fully. All signs point to one conclusion: you're mere steps from an entirely new caliber of life. The inheritance you sensed, the monumental dream you once dismissed, it's all converging now. The universe isn't teasing. It's about to release delayed blessings into your lap. Your part is to drop lingering reservations and fling your arms wide to receive. At times, you might not recognize yourself. Old insecurities fade, replaced by calm certainty that you truly deserve to flourish. Where once you saw only meager origins or repeated setbacks, you now see them as footnotes highlighting your metamorphosis. You grasp the difference between arrogance and rightful confidence. Arrogance tries to diminish others, whereas rightful confidence humbly acknowledges a divine mandate. Let onlookers call it luck. Your soul knows the deeper purpose. The question is whether you'll inhabit this new reality without apology. Sometimes the toughest step is accepting you're genuinely allowed to prosper. Maybe you've long felt unworthy, but your future self urges otherwise. Don't retreat. Stepping away now would dishonor the gift. Embrace it fully. Practically map out how to steward this upgrade. Whether it's clearing debt, investing in skills, or supporting causes close to your heart. Without direction, blessings can disperse into short-lived indulgences instead of building lasting impact. Emotionally, expect moments of surprise. Joy can feel disorienting if you've lived in survival mode. Let gratitude rise. Tears may come as your heart adjusts to a reality once confined to daydreams. Show yourself kindness if disbelief lingers. You're exactly where you need to be. Remember, this threshold also ushers in fresh responsibilities. Bigger blessings can heighten your influence. At home, at work, or in the community. People may look to you for guidance, or you might feel prompted to uplift neglected causes. Let your broader platform reflect humility and clarity, bridging hope for those still overlooked. And so you stand on the brink of a seismic shift, an inheritance, a dream manifest. Everything behind you conspired for this moment. Everything ahead calls for unshakable trust. Walk forward, chosen one. Watch. In the coming days or years, you may overturn all you believed about your future. In that unfolding, you'll find not only personal triumph, but the grand truth that each barrier you conquered was setting the stage for a greater resonance. Let the curtain rise on this new era, and watch how unstoppable your journey becomes when you fully accept what heaven has declared you are meant to receive, evolve, and uplift.